Can you believe it? Just a small handful of black beans. Yet countless studies have shown they can help reduce the risk of heart disease, support cancer prevention, and improve digestion. But here's the paradox. For some people, black beans themselves can trigger bloating, digestive upset, or even make underlying health conditions worse. So, in the end, are black beans a precious remedy or a double-edged sword for our health? I invite you to watch today's video in full to uncover 8 amazing, science-backed benefits of black beans, while also remembering 3 groups of people who absolutely need to be cautious when using them. When you know the right way and use them properly, they strengthen your health day by day, but if you're careless, benefits can easily turn into harm without you realizing it. And before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the latest shares. If you've ever tried black beans or still have questions about how to use them, leave a comment below so we can exchange more ideas together. Wishing you good health, peace, and happiness every single day. My dear friends, before we discuss who needs to be cautious with black beans, let me first share the wonderful values this little seed brings. For a long time, black beans have been part of simple daily meals and traditional remedies from our ancestors, affordable, accessible, and beneficial for health. What's remarkable is that today, modern science has confirmed many of the same effects that folk wisdom passed down through generations. Right now, let's walk through 8 outstanding benefits to see why black beans are considered both cheap and precious in daily healthcare. First, we have to mention their detoxifying and cooling abilities for the body. In Eastern medicine, black beans are classified as a cool food, helping to cleanse the liver, act as a diuretic, and ease the workload of the kidneys. When the liver and kidneys get to relax, the body feels lighter, with less internal heat, fewer pimples, allergies, or itchy rashes on the skin. Modern research also shows that black beans contain polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, thereby protecting liver cells. If you maintain the habit of drinking roasted black bean tea or eating well-cooked black beans, you'll notice brighter skin and fewer symptoms of internal heat. The second benefit is its positive impact on digestion. 1 cup of cooked black beans provides about 15 grams of fiber, while the average daily fiber requirement for adults is around 25 to 30 grams. That means just 1 cup of black beans supplies more than half of the daily fiber you need. Fiber not only helps prevent constipation but also creates a healthy environment for beneficial gut bacteria to thrive, balancing the microbiome and reducing the risk of colitis or digestive disorders. The third benefit is that black beans are truly a friend to the heart. American scientists have shown that anthocyanins in the black bean's skin possess strong antioxidant properties, protecting blood vessel walls and preventing atherosclerosis. At the same time, the rich amount of soluble fiber helps sweep away bad cholesterol in the blood, lower blood pressure, and reduce the risk of clogged arteries. For middle-aged and older adults, regularly adding black beans to the diet can be considered a simple way to lower the risk of heart attacks and strokes. The fourth benefit is lowering the risk of cancer. Black beans are packed with phenolic and flavonoid compounds, proven agents that protect DNA from free radical damage, which can otherwise trigger cell mutations and tumor formation. Studies have shown that people who eat black beans regularly have a significantly lower rate of colon cancer compared to those who rarely consume them. The fiber in black beans also speeds up food transit in the large intestine, reducing the exposure time of the colon lining to harmful substances, thereby decreasing cancer risk. Next, we can't ignore their role in bone health. Did you know black beans contain 4 essential minerals for bones: calcium, magnesium, manganese, and zinc? Calcium and magnesium help maintain bone density. Manganese supports connective tissue formation, and zinc aids in cell regeneration and healing. With regular use, black beans strengthen bones and reduce the risk of osteoporosis. especially in postmenopausal women and the elderly. Not only that, black beans also have remarkable anti-inflammatory effects. The polyphenols and flavonoids in black beans have been studied for their ability to reduce inflammatory responses in the body. This means that people suffering from arthritis, colitis, or vascular inflammation may feel relief when including black beans in their diet. This is a lesser known but very important benefit, since chronic inflammation is the foundation of many serious diseases. The seventh benefit is that black beans are excellent for people with diabetes. With a low glycemic index, the starch in black beans is released slowly, preventing sudden spikes in blood sugar after meals. This is particularly beneficial for people with type 2 diabetes, as it improves insulin sensitivity and helps maintain more stable blood sugar levels. Some nutrition experts even recommend that diabetic patients replace part of their white rice intake with legumes, including black beans, for better blood sugar control. Finally, we can't forget to mention the ability of black beans to strengthen the immune system. They are rich in iron, zinc, B vitamins, and a variety of essential amino acids. These are all crucial components that help the body produce white blood cells and antibodies, the natural defense line against bacteria and viruses. With a strong immune system, you'll be less likely to catch colds, avoid minor illnesses, and recover faster after getting sick. As you can see, from detoxifying the body, protecting the heart, preventing cancer, supporting bone health, to regulating blood sugar and boosting immunity, all of these benefits come from a small, familiar seed that's easy to prepare. These 8 advantages are the reason black beans consistently appear in nutrition plans: simple, effective, and accessible to anyone who wants to live healthier every day. My dear friends, although black beans offer so many valuable benefits, not everyone can use them freely. Here are 3 groups of people who must be especially cautious. If consumed the wrong way, instead of nourishing, black beans could actually harm your health. Clapperboard the first group: people with weak digestive systems. For those with a strong digestive system, black beans are a nutritious food, rich in fiber and beneficial for gut health. But for those with a sensitive stomach, frequently experiencing diarrhea, bloating, or colitis, it's a different story. The reason is that black beans contain a high amount of insoluble fiber and oligosaccharides, types of sugars that are hard for the body to digest. When they reach the large intestine, they become food for bacteria, producing excessive gas. That's why people with sensitive digestion often feel bloated, gassy, or crampy after eating a lot of black beans. Especially for people with chronic colitis. The intestinal lining is already easily irritated. A sudden increase in fiber can make the intestines react strongly, causing loose stools or even prolonged abdominal pain. Some may also experience fatigue or dehydration due to frequent diarrhea. This shows that while black beans are nutrient-rich, they're not suitable for everyone to consume freely. If you fall into this group but still want to enjoy the benefits of black beans, the safest way is to cook them until very soft. Start with small portions, and gradually increase the amount so your body can adjust. When cooking, soak the beans for a few hours first and discard the soaking water, since it contains some oligosaccharides that cause bloating. You can also combine black beans with ginger or a few slices of dried tangerine peel to warm the stomach, reduce the cold nature of the beans, and aid digestion. It's also important to note that people with acute diarrhea should absolutely avoid roasted black bean tea or sweet black bean soup during that time, because the cooling nature of black beans will worsen the condition. Only when the digestive system stabilizes should you reintroduce them, slowly, little by little. Clapperboard the second group: people with chronic kidney disease or those undergoing dialysis. My dear friends, for those with healthy kidneys, the potassium in black beans is actually a very beneficial mineral. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure, stabilize heart rhythm, and support smooth muscle function. However, when the kidneys are weakened and their filtering ability is impaired, the potassium consumed cannot be eliminated efficiently. At that point, potassium begins to build up in the blood, leading to a condition known as hyperkalemia. This is a dangerous complication because once blood potassium levels exceed the safe threshold, you may experience fatigue, muscle weakness, tingling in the hands and feet, or even abnormal heart rhythms and sudden cardiac arrest. 1 cup of cooked black beans contains more than 600 milligrams of potassium. For healthy individuals, this only makes up a portion of the daily requirement and poses no concern. But for those with chronic kidney disease, especially in stage 3 or stage 4, or those already on dialysis, this amount is excessive and difficult to manage. In fact, clinical records have noted many cases of kidney patients who drank roasted black bean water regularly to detox the body, but ended up hospitalized due to hyperkalemia, irregular heartbeat, and severe cardiovascular complications. That's why anyone with chronic kidney disease should never consume black beans arbitrarily. If you still want to include them in your diet, you must first consult your treating physician or a nutrition specialist to determine the exact safe amount, while also monitoring blood test results regularly. Many doctors advise kidney patients to consume only a very small quantity of black beans, and absolutely not to replace daily drinking water with concentrated black bean tea. Another important note, besides potassium, black beans also contain phosphorus, another mineral that tends to accumulate in the body when kidney function is impaired. Excess phosphorus disrupts the calcium balance, weakens the bones, and worsens the condition. This is exactly why the diet of kidney patients must be carefully regulated, down to each specific food. In summary, for people with healthy kidneys, black beans are a nutritious food. But for those with kidney disease, especially dialysis patients, black beans can become a heavy burden on the body. Therefore, this group must be extremely cautious and only consume black beans under medical supervision and clear instructions. Clapperboard, the third group, people currently taking medications. My dear friends, many people think of black beans as nothing more than a simple, wholesome food that couldn't possibly interfere with medicines. But the truth is more complicated. Black beans contain compounds called phytates and polyphenols. These substances combined with certain active ingredients in medications, reducing the body's ability to absorb them. The consequence is that the medicine may not work effectively, even if you're taking the full prescribed dose. For example, people taking blood sugar lowering medication to manage diabetes, if they also drink concentrated black bean water at the same time, may experience unstable drops in blood sugar, leading to dizziness and lightheadedness. On the other hand, sometimes the medicine becomes less effective because its absorption is hindered, causing blood sugar levels to fluctuate unpredictably. The same goes for those taking blood pressure medication. Black beans contain a fairly high amount of potassium, which is normally good for heart health. But when combined with antihypertensive drugs or diuretics, it can disrupt electrolyte balance, leading to excessively low blood pressure or irregular heartbeat. Another group of medications to pay special attention to are anticoagulants, such as warfarin. Black beans are rich in antioxidants, and when consumed in large amounts, they may interfere with the drug's ability to regulate blood clotting. If the blood becomes too thin, you may bruise easily, suffer frequent nosebleeds, or even develop gastrointestinal bleeding. As for antibiotics or thyroid medications, compounds in black beans can slow absorption, preventing the drugs from reaching the necessary concentration in the bloodstream. So what should you do? If you're undergoing treatment with medications, you don't need to completely avoid black beans, but you must use them wisely. The safe principle is not to consume black beans right around the time you take your medicine. Ideally, leave a gap of at least 2 to 3 hours for the medicine to absorb before eating or drinking black beans. In addition, if you're being treated for chronic conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, or heart disease, you should consult your doctor before adding black beans regularly to your diet. Beyond these 3 main groups, there are others who should be cautious. Young children under 6 have immature digestive systems, making them prone to bloating and diarrhea if they consume too many black beans. So only very small amounts should be given. Elderly people with weak health should also eat in moderation, as reduced absorption capacity can make excessive intake cause discomfort or bloating. In summary, black beans are indeed a valuable food, but when you're on medication, they must be consumed properly to avoid accidentally diminishing the effectiveness of your treatment. Just remember the simple rule: keep a few hours between eating black beans and taking your medication. And don't consume too much at once. This way, you can enjoy the benefits of black beans while still maintaining the full effectiveness of your medicine. My dear friends, black beans may be familiar and humble, but they hold tremendous health value. From detoxifying the body, supporting heart health, bones, and digestion, to preventing cancer and boosting immunity, all of these benefits have been scientifically proven. Yet, let me emphasize once more, not everyone benefits equally. For those with weak digestion, chronic kidney disease, or those currently taking medication, black beans must be used with great caution. Even a little carelessness could turn benefits into risks. The important thing is to listen to your body. Consume black beans in moderation. Prepare them properly, and most importantly, seek your doctor's advice if you have underlying health conditions. When used wisely, black beans can surely become a reliable companion for your long-term health. I hope today's video has given you useful, practical information for daily life. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe bell, and leave a comment so we can share more experiences together. Every subscription and piece of feedback from you is a huge motivation for me to continue sharing more helpful knowledge. Wishing you always good health, peace of mind, and happiness every single day. See you again in the next videos on this channel.